Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. And that's not figuratively either. Trying to get my train of thought real quick and how to start this and how to approach this. This is another video I'm going to try to do today here. Retro style with in retro game. I'm going to try to do a review of The House of the Dead 3 on the OG Xbox versus The House of the Dead 3 on the PlayStation 3, which was a re-release of the same game, the railgun shooter, the zombie railgun shooter, IP from Sega. Very sought after, very popular. As you guys remember, a while back, I did the House of the Dead 4, because House of the Dead 4 is an exclusive for the PS4. It never came out on any other console. So as you see here, I have the OG Xbox running. And back there, I have the PlayStation 3 running. As you can see, the little light. Basically, so you guys see the two consoles that are running right now natively. I'm gonna give a quick shout out because the reason why I decided to do this side by side comparison was because my illegitimate son and my ex-body brother J Long 908 asked me if I would be kind enough to do it because I have both versions. And he likes when I do these type of things. So I'm gonna give a quick shout out to him. I'm gonna dedicate this video to him because I know he likes this type of stuff, and I enjoy doing it as long as I do the representation fairly, correctly, and on point without any real mistakes. I do this from the hip most of the time, so forgive me if I do make any mistakes ahead of time. Now, I'm going to give a quick shout out to both my daughter and my son, Zach and Annie, because they're helping me with the gameplay playthrough. Without them, these videos are never possible because they're my helping hand. I cannot record and play both consoles at the same time. So what they do for me to create these videos and put the content on my channel means the world to me because they don't have to, and they put up with my bull crap because I'm annoying as a dad. It happens. So we're gonna start the video now on the my right, which would be on the camera, I think, as well. My right, that's actually the OG Xbox One running, and then I have the PS4 version running or PS3 version running on my left. Okay, both panels are the same panels. They're 32-inch Hitachi LED screen TVs running at a 60 hertz refresh rate. Both games are in 60 frames per second. One is running, the OG Xbox One though, is running on 480p. It's not really upscaling because the box doesn't upscale and the TV won't upscale unless the box, provides the upscale. And on the PS3 is running on a native 1080p or 720p, if you will. And to be honest with you, it makes it with an upscale to 1080p, which is and it makes a nice, significant, clean look to it. It looks really nice and clean, but it's still the same graphical assets. Now, as you notice, right off the top of the head, off the top of my head, or visually, what you're seeing, what I'm gonna do is, give me a second. I'm gonna pause to turn off the flashlight so that you guys can see just the image around. Give me a sec. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. As you notice, the widescreen story here is taking the full screen panel on the PS3, and over here it gives you a letterbox kind of view on the OG with the black bars on the top and bottom. Now, the funny thing about this is when my kids start to play, you're going to notice that on the OG Xbox, you can actually run the game on a 16 by 9 format, as opposed to the PS3 version, it's in a 4 by 3 format. I don't know why that is. I tried to go in the settings of the PS3 to try to change it, and it does not work. It was deliberately formatted that way. I don't know why. I don't know, is because the PS3 version maybe is trying to give us the arcade monitor perfect version. It's the actual translation of it, because in the arcades most monitors are 4x3, unless they're like the X-Men, the old one, the beat 'em up from Konami, that was a big full screen panel, and it was like 16 by 9. It was almost three screens. I'm not sure, but to be honest with you, because of that ability of the OG Xbox One playing in 16 by 9, I actually like the way that it fills up the screen visually a lot better. Uh, Now, a quick fun fact: you guys can press start real quick and start to play, so the audience can see what I was referring to. Now, a quick fun fact: this game is actually backwards compatible on the Xbox 360. Meaning, if you have the 360, you could actually play the OG Xbox version on the 360. Now, the funny thing is that on the Xbox 360, it upscales the game to 1080p from the 480p transfer. But again, you have the same issue. You can only leave it in 4 by 3. You cannot play it in 16 by 9, even on the backwards compat on the 360. And I have to be honest, and I have to say that even on the 360, okay, when you play it, for some reason, I don't know if it's the conversion of the emulation, it actually drops in frame rate for some reason. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I was just trying to lower the volume a little bit so I don't sound like I'm yelling over the mic and the sounds. The funny thing is that also, when you play it on the backwards compat, for some reason, on the 360, the frame rate actually drops. Now, when you play it on the OG, on the original format, it does not drop in frame rate. Now, as you see here, look, we're entering the game. You're not going to be able to tell, obviously, by probably the visuals of my camera, but it's very smooth looking on the PlayStation 3. It has a really nice, clear look to it, but it has a black bar on the sides. As opposed to the OG, it's the full screen, but it's not as clear. It's comparable, but it's not as clear. Remember, one is running 480p, and the PlayStation 4 is running 720p with an upscale to 1080p. They both seem to run really smooth. The game feels really smooth on the controller, on both controllers, on the Xbox OG controller and the PS3 controller. So I mean, the main factor here is this: most people will be like, so which one would be the better version? This game also came out on the Wii, the first version in the first iteration. It came as a compilation with House of the Dead 2 built in as well. I never played that version, so I don't know how good visually it is, but I believe it's 480p as well. So it might look very close to the OG version. And I don't know how the frame rate and performance is because the Wii was an inferior hardware machine, obviously. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's more powerful than the OG, but compared to the PS3, it was kind of inferior, or in many ways, which I believe that's not a low ball. It's a fact. Anyway, but if you want to do it dollar for dollar, if you guys are one of those people or collectors that like buying old school retro stuff and want to go back and get some old school style games, what I can tell you is this. The OG Xbox version you could probably find on eBay or even in a retro style mom and pop store for no more than 3 to 5, maybe $6 or $8. The one on the and that's physical. The one on the PS3 is only available digitally, but the problem is, yes, you get the better, crisper resolution and pretty much the same gameplay, but the problem is, it does not bring I guess the cons are it does not bring House a version of the House of the Dead 2, which is another arcade version that's available with the OG Xbox version. On the OG Xbox, you get both versions. It has the 16 by 9 right format right on the screen. And the real differences that you're getting is that the resolution is 480p as opposed to 720p. But the gameplay is just as good as the PS3 translation. So, in my opinion, for the price you pay for the OG version, even though it's physical, you're getting a better buy and a better price for your buck because you're getting House of the Dead 2 arcade, House of the Dead 3, 16 by 9 translation, a survivor mode, a behind the scenes featurette, and a lot of cool stuff for less than what you pay for the PS4 version. Now, if you only, I mean, 3 version. Now, if you only have a PS3 and you want to build up your House of the Dead collection, the PS3 is the best way to go because you can get House of the Dead Overture or Overkill and House of the Dead 4, which is exclusive. But with the OG, you get House of the Dead 2, which you didn't get don't get on the PS you know, 4 or 3 obviously. You get it only on the OG Xbox. So again, like as you can see, it's weird. Excuse me guys, it's weird because I don't know if you noticed, but when you're looking at it, for some reason on the OG Xbox, it has better blacks and better color tone as opposed to the PS3 version. Maybe it's because, like I said, the Blu-ray technology. As I went over this on my HD versus Blu-ray video just a couple of days ago, because of the Blu-ray technology, how it was built. This happens quite often with a lot of the software. So again, this is a side by side comparison. I give it to the OG Xbox, and I know a lot of you might say, "Well, of course you are," because of the fact that I'm an Xbox fan. But the truth of it is because you get a better formatted game with good performance, arcade translation, almost arcade perfect. It was running on the Chichiro Sega motherboard, to be honest, technology, which was created by Hitachi for Sega and Sega rather. And you're getting the House of the Dead 2 with it in the package for less price, as opposed to the PS4. The only way I can give it to the PS4 is for those who probably only own a PS4 or 3, I mean, and not an OG. And you have your library there of the House of the Dead 4 and Overkill, which is a director's cut from the Wii version as well on PS3. So in reality, whichever console you own, you're pretty much getting a good version of it and a good package. I just think you're getting, if you want this game in particular, this version, and for the best value and bang for your buck, the OG Xbox version is the best version, the definitive version, and the best version to own. If you have both consoles, you can own them both like I did. I paid $6.99 for the PS3 version, which is $7, and I literally paid, I think it was $3 for the one for the OG because I had bought it when it first came out at its full price when OG was out back then. But when I went back and bought some games I had gotten rid of, I rebought it and I got it for $3. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you like the comparison. Like I said, the one on my left was the PS3. The one on my right was the OG Xbox. She's still fighting the first boss, my daughter. She's not used to playing railgun shooters, but she's doing pretty good. I gotta commend her. I applaud her. And like I said, it's weird because the picture quality is better on the OG on this actual video, but the reality is that the PS3 version has the sharper image and better quality as far as the picture quality goes. It just has duller colors as opposed to the OG has better blacks and brighter colors, more vivid. So, guys, again, thanks for joining me. Thank you for watching the video. Leave me your comments of what you think. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you want to for those that come in new. And remember, if you subscribe, I'm very grateful because I know you don't have to. But you become part of my family. And I'm going to give a quick shout out intermediategaming.com with Mr. 100 and my Facebook group with New Legal Felon, The World of Xbox, and Israel Raleigh. And, shout outs to obviously J Long, 908, E Rock, Sega Forever, Tuckmaster, Drew 101, 1111 rather, Microbox of X for his recent support as well on my channel. It's been great. Uh, 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 Master Chief, Sir Merkham, Kaleidoscope, Ghost Riders, and all those that rock out with me on a daily, Black Spartan, NWO Prime, Kenny Thomas, and rock out with my channel, Aru Poseidon, Ricardo Vasquez, all the guys that rock out with me on my channel on a daily every time I put up content. Much love. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Love you. And keep it gaming. I hope you enjoy. See you soon.